Good morning, all of you. So today I'm going to start chapter number 6. Okay, I'm going to start the chapter number 6. Okay, in the beginning, when I had started your history syllabus, then I had told you people your history syllabus has 3 phases. Indian freedom struggle has 3 phases. The first phase of Indian national movement is dominated by early nationalists. The second phase of Indian national movement is dominated by assertive nationalists, and now we are going to start the third phase of Indian national movement, which is dominated by the entrance of Mahatma Gandhi in India. So Mahatma Gandhi, when he became the advocate, went to South Africa, and there also he has worked very hard. He has started revolution against the racial discrimination that was taking place against the black in South Africa, and Britishers were also the rulers. They like India. In India also, the British government has acquired India and they have formed their government in India. Similarly, the same thing they have done in South Africa also. So Mahatma Gandhi in South Africa has worked and have started a revolution which becomes successful also. Many of the demands are being fulfilled by British government in South Africa due to the effort made by Mahatma Gandhi. So after completing his all work in South Africa, he came to India. And when he came to India, he started leading the Indian national movement. So when he came to India, then he was earlier wearing the suit. All right, he was wearing a coat, all right, and trousers. But when he came to India, when he has seen the sufferings of the peoples of India, and when he has seen that all these sufferings are due to the British government, he decided that as Indian people are poor, so I am also going to live my life like a poor, and he has adopted a dhoti of khadi. Is it clear? Then, as a leader, for the first time, okay, he become a mass leader. Mass leader means he become very popular among the common people. Is it clear? Among the common people, he become very popular. All right, and he become popular all over India, and everyone started, treating him as the leader of the Indian national movement. Since then, he started leading the Indian national movement, and finally, due to his effort, okay, India got independence in 1947. So we are actually going to start our third phase. First phase we have completed, second phase we have completed, and then I'm going to start the third phase of the Indian national movement, that is the arrival of Mahatma Gandhi and the movement started by Mahatma Gandhi, and how the Mahatma Gandhi got success in making India free from British control. Now, once all of you open your book, Mahatma Gandhi and the National Movement, under this, you see the first paragraph, the early life, all these things are not there. The first page, nothing to study. In the second page also we will study nothing. Only we will study methods and directions of Gandhiji. Only we will study the methods and directions of Gandhiji. Okay, that we are going to study in the page number 70. So Gandhiji's method and direction. I'm going to start with this. You know that what were the methods and what kind of directions Gandhiji has adopted. So Gandhiji was having the method of satyagraha. He has adopted the method of what? Satyagraha. Satyagraha means satya and agrah. All right. So he actually started, he started taking the path of satya, truth, and then he started agrah, that is fasting. So his main means or weapon to fight or method to fight against the British government is satyagraha, the first one. I'll explain you in detail. Then doctrine of non-violence is his second method and direction. He said, I'm never going to adopt a violent method to make India free from the British control. So what is the second method? Doctrine of non-violence. Then he has adopted Swadeshi. Who has popularized Swadeshi? The assertive nationalist, that is Tilak. Tilak has revived the glorious past of Indian history, and that's why Tilak is called the frontier of Gandhiji. Is it clear? So that is what given here, that Swadeshi. Swadeshi means producing necessary items in one's own nation and using them without being dependent on imported items. That we have already completed, Swadeshi. So what was his fourth method and direction? Swadeshi. Then the last method is the mass movement. The movement which Gandhiji started has actually attracted the masses of India, the small children, the women, the youth, every section of India have given a tremendous support to Mahatma Gandhi. Is it clear? So your chapter of third phase, that is Mahatma Gandhi and Indian National Movement, start with the method and direction of Mahatma Gandhi. Is it clear? Now let me explain you that. What is given in Satyagraha, the first paragraph. The term Satyagraha is made up of two Sanskrit words, that is Satya, and Satya means truth, and Agraha means holding fast. Are the two method which Gandhiji has adopted. First, he was always saying truth, and second, what he was doing? Holding fast. Then, to Gandhiji, Satyagraha was a moral force born of truth and non-violence. It meant to be fearless, truthful, as well as peaceful, suffering willingly while refusing to submit to what is wrong. But even while resisting evil, it would not involve hatred towards the evildoer. So what Gandhiji has said, he said that he is going to follow the moral force of Satyagraha. And what Satyagraha is teaching us? Satyagraha tells us to be fearless. Satyagraha tells us to be truthful. Satyagraha tells us to be peaceful. And Satyagraha needs sufferings. We have to willingly give ourselves. Suffering means we need to sacrifice. And while refusing to submit to what is wrong, refusing to submit, and we should be very clear, if something is wrong, we should be able to say that this is wrong. But he said that we need to hate the wrong deeds. We should not hate the evildoer. The person who is doing wrong, we should hate his wrong deeds. We should not hate him as a person. That was the philosophy of Gandhiji. And that was the philosophy of Satyagraha, which is being adopted by Gandhiji. So second paragraph of Satyagraha is very important. Further, Gandhiji's Satyagraha movement was directed against the British system of exploitation and not the British people, as I told you. He has very clearly said that we should hate the wrong deeds. We should not hate the wrongdoer, the evildoer. He said that we need to fight against the system of British government. We should not hate the Britishers. Is it clear then? Gandhiji has made distinction between Satyagraha and passive resistance. Passive resistance does not exclude the use of physical force for the purpose of gaining one's end, whereas Satyagraha exclusive the use of violence. So he was not in favor of passive resistance, and passive resistance is the method adopted by whom? Assertive nationalists. Here, Gandhiji's opinion is different from whom? The assertive nationalist. He said the Satyagraha does not mean passive resistance. He was very clear about his first method. So we have completed Satyagraha. What is Satyagraha? Satya, that is truth. Agraha, that is holding fast. And what is the principle of Satyagraha? Satyagraha means to be fearless, to be truthful, as well as peaceful, suffering willing while refusing to submit to what is wrong. But even when resisting evil, we should not hate the evildoer. That is the principle. And he made it very clear that Satyagraha is nowhere having any relation with passive resistance. Then come to the doctrine of non-violence. What is non-violence according to Gandhiji? Non-violence or ahimsa means non-killing or avoiding injury, but for Gandhiji it means avoiding injury to anything by thought, word or deeds. Is it clear? So, normal meaning of non-violence means what? Avoiding injury. We should not make anybody injured. But this is not the philosophy of non-violence of Gandhiji. Gandhiji said, okay, avoiding injury is also non-violence, but we should also avoid, creating injury to any person by our thought, by our word or by our deed. हमको अपने कर्म से भी, अपने बातों से भी, अपनी आइडियोलॉजी से भी अगर हम लोग किसी को हर्ट करते हैं तो अकॉर्डिंग टू गांधीजी दैट इज ऑल्सो अ नॉन वायलेंट एक्टिविटी. Then, according to Gandhiji, non-violence is meant to be is not negative but positive. An active force. It is a virtue of the strong which registers benevolence and sympathy. Then Mahatma Gandhi set an example before the whole world of achieving freedom from the mighty British power through a non-violent struggle. Then comes to the Swadeshi. What is Swadeshi? Swadeshi means same. Swadeshi means producing necessary items in one's own country, using them for one's use without being dependent on what? Imported goods. Gandhiji believed that use of Swadeshi goods would give us self-sufficient and eliminate our dependence on what? Imported good. Very important. Then comes to the mass movement. Then the South African experiment gave Gandhiji the experience of leading Indians belonging to different region and social classes. All right. So he has adopted the 4 methods and directions to get freedom from the British control. Is it clear? So I'll now turn the camera and I'll make you people underline in this. Okay. So see all of you now in the book, page number 17. We start with this. We have started the chapter with this. Okay. Now under this, what is important? Underline. First see the Satyagraha. All of you first see the Satyagraha. Under Satyagraha, the term Satyagraha is made up of 2 Sanskrit words. Satya means truth. Agraha means holding fast. Then come to the second point. Satyagraha meant to be. Satyagraha means what? Satyagraha means to be fearless, truthful as well as peaceful, suffering willingly while refusing to submit to what is wrong, but even while resisting evil, it would not involve hatred towards the evildoer. This much in the second paragraph. I hope you people can see. Then see the last paragraph. Gandhiji made distinction between Satyagraha and passive resistance. Okay. He said till here only this much. This much you people have to underline in Satyagraha. Now come to this that is called doctrine of non-violence. Under this underline. Non-violence or ahimsa means non-injury or avoiding injury. But for Gandhiji, it means avoiding injury or anything by thought, word or deeds. Okay. Then according to Gandhiji, non-violence is not a negative but a positive and an active force. It is the virtue of the strong which requires benevolence and sympathy. Till here. Then come to Swadeshi. This is important. Swadeshi means the meaning. Producing necessary items in one's own country. In one's own country. Okay. One's own country. Okay. This is the meaning which we have already done. And these lines are important. Gandhiji believed that the use of Swadeshi goods would make us self-sufficient and eliminate the dependence on imported goods. Till here. Okay. Then last one. This. The South African experiment gave Gandhiji the experience of leading Indians belonging to different region and social classes. Okay, till here. So today I have completed the 4 different methods and directions adopted by Gandhiji in chapter number 5. Okay, tomorrow I am going to start the non-cooperation movement started by Gandhiji. For today this much. Thank you.